What are your hobbies? शायद ये वो पहला सवाल था जिसने मुझे अपने अंदर झांकने पे मजबूर कर दिया था. That triggered my brain to think deep. I don't know why, but this question felt interesting to my core. That somebody showed interest in my silly things. I used to paint क्योंकि मुझे रंग पसंद थे. I used to make sculptures from clay and take care of my garden. Cycling around the city just to feel movement. Because in all of those activities, one thing was sure. I was living in the moment. But not anymore. Kahin na kahin, I killed my hobbies. If you ask me what I do now for fun, I'd say I travel. I travel from one app to another, scroll day and night. Hobbies ke naam pe, this is what I've left now. I remember I used to sit hours in front of my drawing sheet, drawing literally anything, and that was okay. And now, I can't even sit in front of a blank sheet without thinking about what this is giving me in return. Society always pushed us to a narrative that everything has to be a job, everything has to be about money or competition, everything has to have a meaning or purpose. And honestly, it's killing the joy out of everything. The thing that made hobbies special was that they were the one area of your life where you could be terrible at something and it didn't matter. Where you can experiment, mess up, try weird stuff, and there were no consequences because it was just for you. I still remember when sharing online wasn't just about the views or likes, but about sharing with others and getting closer to people that shared your hobby. When I say I like capturing my travel moments, photography, everyone suggested me to start making vlogs. Start making vlogs for money. To which I respond that it would turn my hobby into a job, cancelling any joy that I get from that. Nowadays, photography isn't about just taking pictures you like, it's more about finding your niche. And to be honest, I lived that phase. Turns out it slowly killed one of my favorite forms of art. The lie we were sold was that making your passion your career would make life easier. I believed that too. But what no one tells you is your job was never meant to be your passion. It was only meant to finance it. Because the moment passion becomes responsibility, it starts losing its innocence. And suddenly, you're searching for a new passion just to feel like yourself again. A hobby is for you. When it becomes for others, it becomes a job. I love to play flute and guitar and almost all the musical instruments because music has always been so kind and healing to me. But whenever I used to play, people used to lecture me that you don't know how to play. But that's exactly the point. I play because I love to play. It gives me peace without wanting the need of perfection. Hobbies aren't supposed to be productive. When you play music, it's because certain sound makes you happy. When you paint, just to see colors mixed together. When you cycle around your city just to feel the moment. That's not a waste of time. That's you remembering what it feels like to be a human instead of a productivity machine. We've convinced ourselves that if something doesn't lead anywhere, it's pointless. But some things aren't meant to lead anywhere, they're meant to be lived. Maybe the crisis of our time isn't that we work too much. Maybe it's that we no longer know how to do things that don't serve a purpose.